Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester, and a good Monday morning, and welcome to the, and I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving week already getting started, and it's going to be a good week for everybody. A lot of families are traveling, a lot of people getting ready to do some good eating and all, but we're going to be right here on Panhandle Outdoors to bring you the very best in outdoor news here in the Florida Panhandle. Today's weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Highway 77. High today is going to be 63 and low 45. Water temperature is around 69 degrees, so that's looking good. Let's take a look at your Monday moon forecast. Looking in good shape there, and a lot of y'all are going to be, like I say, getting in the woods and on the water, so keep an eye on your moon and these fronts coming through. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery, looking on the 20th of November right there. Good shape. We're looking at a really strong tide. A low this morning, 9:42, and a high tonight at 11:11. You got a 1.6 foot range there. All week long, we have really good, strong tides, so that's really good. Marine forecast coming out of the north at about 10, so some good weather, a good, good November weather. This is exactly what we were ordering all. So anyway, be aware of that now. What we got coming up, I got a video coming up, a good long video, and it's something I got to do recently at the squirrel season. I got to participate. I was invited by the Edwards family, and up there in Gaston County, and the Edwards family and the Chester family has always been close. We go back several generations and been neighbors and all up there. My granddaddy and them. Anyway, they always get together, and they have a big old squirrel hunt. It started way back, and what got to realize that the roots of these hunts, or the squirrel hunts, or the quail hunts, or the deer hunts, and all, goes back many years ago into to even in 1800s and through the Depression and all, where the families had to take game for their food, and that was the roots of all our hunting and all our fishing and all, and especially in the 1930s during the Depression. And my dad and my granddad, and they were all products of the Depression, and so were their families and all. So a lot of times our lives intertwine in generation after generation, and helping each other out and doing things for each other. So the legacy and the tradition of the hunt has always been strong with particular families, and I just admire the Edwards family for continuing their tradition. And what they do, they get together each year around the opening of squirrel season, and they father and son or nephew or whatever, and they continue the tradition of the squirrel hunt. And then they have a big old cookout. Of course, the older generation, not many of them left. We have a couple of them left in the older generation, but they have a deep appreciation. And the squirrel don't get a lot of respect around a lot of the circles as far as good food and all. But folks, I'll tell you, when it's cooked right, squirrel is good. Now you're going to see in this video how the different way to cook squirrel and all, but squirrel stew, you can't beat it. And you'll see later on in the video, like I say, how the family put it together and all. But Larry Edwards has always been in contact with him, and Larry's sister and I graduated together. We've been friends since kindergarten, since we've known each other, whatever. And like I say, our daddies and granddaddies and all knew each other. The Edwards family, they're just lost their dad this year, Mr. R.D. Edwards, who was the police chief of Quincy for as long as I could remember. So anyway, I got to go up there on Lake Talquin, and at the home of Danny Ray Miller, whose mother was Edwards, and we got to, Danny Ray was such a gracious host, and Craig Edwards and Joey Edwards and Larry Edwards and all of them, former Representative James Harold Thompson was there, and they're all part of the family. So this is a video of real people doing real things and supporting the tradition of hunting and passing it down to another generation, and also keeping the family name associated with the same outdoors that we've known forever. Although it's changed as far as, not many places to hunt, but they still love to hunt and fish on that Tulogia Creek area. And I was just thrilled to get up there, got to spend some good quality time with some good quality people. And we sat around and told stories, and it was just some good times. So I took my camera with me, and I got to talk to everybody, and I got most of y'all on video. I'll probably talk to Craig Edwards longer than anybody. I think I got Craig on there less than anybody, but I just didn't have a camera on when we talk. But I want you to sit back and enjoy. This is a real America, real Panhandle folks doing some real things. So we're going to take a break and come back. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and it's an unusual situation, and I've been invited to a cookout with the old family that we're close to and really got some kin folks in it. This is the northern part of Lake Talquin, Rocket Comfort Creek. We're in old Judge Reynolds property. And I'm going back and way back. I'm going to introduce you to a friend from childhood days. This is Larry Edwards. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Winston.
Just tell us what's going on up here. We've got some kind of setup.
This is our annual Edwards squirrel hunt, which we've been doing since I was a kid, but we used to do it. You're familiar with where your granddaddy lived, down where my granddaddy lived. We did it for years down there. Danny bought this place, and I think you can ask him, but I think 2002 we started having it down here. So the last 15 years we've had it here.
Oh, what a great location. So y'all meet every year and go squirrel hunting, and then back in your background, they're cooking up some squirrel right now.
Squirrel and quail.
Quail.
In case we don't kill enough squirrels.
Well, it's so great to keep a family tradition going. Like you say, we go back several generations. In fact, we probably I know we do go back to the founding of West Gaston.
That's exactly
and
right.
our relatives have intertwined since the 1800s. So
That's exactly right.
I appreciate the invite up here. We're going to interview some of these kids and folks and all, and we're going to eat good.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming, Winston. Thank you.
Now introduce yourself.
My name's Joey Edwards.
Joey, what's your background?
Well, I just got out of prison about a month ago.
Well, those Edwards are bad about that. Were you moonshining?
Carrying on the tradition. Carrying on the family tradition from R.D. Edwards.
Yeah, folks, R.D. Edwards was our police chief, so you know that's not true. Hey, tell us, now your story.
I'm Derringer Edwards from Charles Edwards, and this is our 15th year down here.
And you were good friends with my nephew, Matthew.
Good friends with Matthew, do a lot of turkey hunting with him and other stuff like that.
Yeah, very good. All right, Larry, what we cooking here, buddy?
This is quail right now. We're cooking quail first and squirrel last.
I want McLean to get over here. Come here, McLean. We'll get away from the cooker. Let's come over here. This is young McLean. Now, I won't tell you the history of his name later, but right now, just McLean, tell us who you're from and what you're doing now.
So my name is McLean Edwards. I am from Quincy, Florida. I just recently graduated from the University of Florida in the spring of 2017, so go Gators. I am a trader, though. I'm at Florida State University College of Law.
That's right.
But you know what? I still rep my orange and blue wherever I go. So, right now, this is my favorite day of the year, the Edwards Family Squirrel Hunt. You can ask anyone that knows me, and the first thing that they know about me is that I'm from Quincy, Florida, and the second thing they know about me is that I love to squirrel hunt. So this day's better than Christmas.
So well said and so well put. That's your roots and all. And we're going to talk about a little bit later on about some different things. But great to see you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Yeah, you always tell when you're around some outdoorsmen, all you see are pickup trucks. Well, that's one. Okay, and the other thing you see around lunchtime, a bunch of little kids, boys out here playing ball. Tell us what you got.
We got about 30, 35 squirrels all cut up, ready to fry.
We got this squirrel this morning.
Yes, sir. Got them all this morning.
Are they fresh?
Good and fresh.
Form is on there.
McLean is taking us over here to meet his uncle. This is old Judge Reynolds' place. A beautiful place here, right on point. It's a Rocky Comfort Creek for you Lake Talquin people. They know the area. Dan and Ray bought it years ago. Just got them a new dock.
We fished the Loja Creek a lot down there.
I know it. He loved Loja Creek.
Yeah,
he sure did.
You want a camp worm or a cricket? Cricket.
He probably don't know what you're talking about when you say camphor worm.
Now you gotta remember, I grew up over there, and we fished Loja Creek.
Right there.
Mr. Charles Edwards, tell the folks how old are you now?
I'm 86 years old.
So you knew my granddaddy and my daddy.
Yeah, both of them.
You used to fish with them some on Loja Creek, or?
Yes, we fished some. Me and your granddaddy, Mr. Abe, has fished quite a bit. We fished on Ocalacan River also.
I remember that. Now tell us about these camphor worms.
Well, they come off of an oak tree. I don't know why they're called camphor worms, but they have something in them, some kind of acid. And if you handle many of them, they'll take they'll get under your fingernail and blister, and sometimes you lose it if you pick up enough of them. You need a glove or something when you pick them up.
Okay. They come off the oak tree.
Come off of the water oaks.
Yep. Good bait, huh?
Good bait.
A lot like the catawba worm.
Yeah, well, they're not near as big as a catawba.
Yeah.
But them are about full grown there, and they're really small.
But it's hard to beat crickets, ain't it?
Yeah, crickets is hard to beat anywhere you fish. Down to Loja Creek one day, and we wasn't catching nothing. And we was standing on a sandbar down there fishing, and RD got up there close, and Becky said, "Look at them fish striking out there. Wonder why they won't bite."
Well, that's a good one, man. I think
the crickets was floating down the creek, and the fish was hitting them, and
I looked red belly right there.
I looked down, and I looked down there, and he kicked his cricket cage over, and all of his crickets was floating down the creek.
So he was
I told Willis about the time I talked to him. He laughed about that every time I'd see him. He'd laugh about RD kicking his crickets over in the creek. I caught two on camera one.
Well, I came up here to do a squirrel show. We're going to end up with a fishing show.
we have both, squirrel and fishing. Going back, though. He just catch them about that. Cricket? Cricket.
Got there. I don't know if you remember that, he farmed there. He used to raise chickens, and he'd change out them houses every time he get new fish, and he'd spread that fertilizer.
Yeah, they smell real bad.
Yeah, but boy, did he make some fine. I've seen some of the finest corn out in that field I've ever seen. It's the tallest corn I've ever seen.
That was a good cornfield, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I remember it. Healthy. I guess because they put all that chicken manure on it.
Yes,
Yes,
that
that'd
was
do it.
That was
That'll
good
do it.
fertilizer.
So you should have just took your stink bait. Yeah.
Well, you didn't leave the reel.
Yeah, I know.
He was down there catching brim. I said, listen, I came up to do a squirrel show, not a fishing show, but he kept catching brim. Yeah.
They show you those camphor worms?
Yeah.
You got that picture of the fish we caught the other day.
That was a pretty fish.
Pretty fish, huh?
They were.
This is my best friend Renee Marin Gomez. He's from Sebring, Florida.
Sebring, okay. Now tell us what you do, Renee.
So I graduated from the University of Florida in 2015, and I just recently got my master's in medical sciences from USF. and I plan to attend dental school this upcoming fall. So.
Awesome. Do you get to do much outdoor stuff?
Yeah, I do some fishing. The plane just brought me out here today to do some squirrel hunting for the first time. So.
How do you like squirrel hunting?
I mean, we didn't get any. Personally, we didn't get any, but it was a good experience.
This is what I'm talking about, folks. Friends introducing friends to the outdoors, so that's good. I'm gonna sample one in a minute.
We got, the older, we're gonna, Daddy, y'all go ahead and come in and start making your plates now.
Okay, well, I ain't that way. Thank you for all you do for us, dear God, for blessing us in so many ways, dear God. We thank you today for family. We thank you for those that are no longer with us, and what a blessing they were to us, and we thank you for those that are still here. Dear God, outside of you, there's nothing more important than your family, and thank you for that. I pray that you'll bless Danny for allowing us to have this down here, he and Frankie, and again, we just love you and thank you for all you do. Pray now that you'll bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies and us to your service. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank you for veterans today, dear God, as we observe Veterans Day, for those that have sacrificed their time, some even their lives, dear God, for us to be able to do this today. And we thank you for that too. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
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 Look, Antifa's here.
Good, Roy.
What did he have tomorrow?
Monday.
I would think he knows what JB.
I didn't know it.
JB. How was he related to John?
Okay, fellas, I know everybody's still eating, but some of them's got to go, but everybody got to run up here to the dock real quick so we can take the pictures. And that's everybody for the original group. Everybody come on.
Eat my butter beans. Do you remember who Don Kipway was? Oh,
Yeah. In fact, we campaigned for Hal. They was, they were fraternity brothers and they ran against each other. And I remember going with Mr. Hal around, we wore little old hats and handed out flyers.
Y'all know your grandpa was a good basketball player? Did he ever tell you?
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, when I'm practicing with him.
We got these damn phones here instead of cameras. Get tired.
Yeah, sometimes when you can't come up, we'll go to the creek.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back this spring and go fishing with you.
All right.
I'm serious. We want to catch some brim out 2 Loads of Creek.
Good deal.
Duck's the best looking one.
Those 7.5 are nice.
Good. Real good. 20 gauge.
They telling Johnny Luton story.
Remember Johnny Luton?
I do remember Johnny
He was a
Luton.
good guy.
He was.
He was a good friend of mine.
And him like to kill a box, him and Ralph Stanford gave him a box of shell. They killed 24 dove after 25 shell. I'm telling you, I don't know how they shoot.
It's well-trained dogs. I mean, they do that.
It's just, it's incredible. But no, there's coon dogs. That guy had that coon for that dog, and I don't even know what kind of dog it is. It's a big old hound dog. He said, don't get close to him when he's got his paws up on the tree like that. You know why? He said, watch. He took a stick and put it right by his head, and that dog turned and bit the stick right in half.
You ever come over?
Now, Larry, here's Danny Ray Miller. Now, Danny Ray and I go way back. Danny Ray, way back in the days of my granddaddy and your daddy and your granddaddy, y'all lived like next door.
That's right. That's right. And, me and you and your brother Wayne used to play together when we were little boys.
We sure did.
Y'all were older than me and always took advantage of it.
I don't remember that, but that was a special times. And now you're hosting this event, but you have a beautiful place here.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about the history when y'all got started doing this. And we outdoor people, all of us outdoor.
Yeah, we actually, my cousin here, Larry, he's like my brother. We actually started doing this in the late 70s. And we gather up at my daddy's house, and who lived just right next to your granddaddy. And we'd go off in the woods and shoot some squirrels and bring them home and clean them, and then my mother would cook them for us. Mm-hmm. And it just evolved from there, and it would be the two of us, and then we'd have another cousin come years later, and it's evolved now some 35 years later into a real family event, an annual family event where we all get together. We go squirrel hunting and kill squirrels, and we have squirrel stew, squirrel gravy, biscuits, and quail, and it's just a real fun event.
Well, I can attest to how good it tastes, because it was excellent. And another thing, your dad, Tony Miller, was a carpenter, and he built our home. He built our house in the 50s. I remember, and that house is still there. Right? Yeah. And,
he also built our house too.
That's right.
And it's still there, and in good shape.
That was the good old days when a builder would build a house on a handshake.
Ain't that something?
And he never got paid for the house until he got it finished.
That's right. And good lumber too.
That's right.
But that was a special time. There were great roots here, and what a great thing y'all do. So
thank you, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. We enjoyed it, buddy. Glad you were able to come.
Thank you for the invitation, and I will be back.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Charles, we'll see you.
Well, for sure enjoy it. Do come back, yeah?
I will. We're going to go fishing.
Hunting nothing down there in your place?
No, I plan to soon. Hopefully. All right, wrapping things up.
Love you very much.
Good morning, Panhandle Outdoors. Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.